Now we're going to go to the female side because female wrestlers deserve as much respect as the male wrestlers. And these are three talents that I think were either, let's go down the list. Toni Storm, she was absolutely not used in the way she should have been. She got over in NXT. Absolutely over as possibly you could possibly be in a place like that, especially during the time that she had to get over it. Brought up to the main roster, they don't know what the fuck. We'll cut that out. They don't know what to do. That
little sound.
Yeah. Where'd that sound go? They don't know what to do with her. Absolutely don't know what to do with her. Nia Jax. Just physically one of the most impressive women you will ever see in a ring when it comes to what you visually want in a professional wrestler. Like, that is Andre the Giant. Yeah. That is the larger than life individual that makes you go whenever you see them.
Right. You know, you see her walk to the ring, you know you're about to see something.
Yes, exactly.
She has the presence that you can't teach it, you can't buy it. It's just you have it or you don't, and she did.
They could have taught her how to wrestle though, so that's something.
They could have.
We'll get to that. And then Tegan Knox.
Small details.
Tegan Knox, who would have fit, I think, in any generation of female wrestlers. She's got the looks to be in the Divas era. She's got the skills to be in the early wrestling era and the later on now. But she's got terrible knees. Yeah. So that really hampered her. Push, bear, release. Toni Storm, Nia Jax, and Tegan. I got two bad knees knocks.
Oh, okay. Well, part of this one's easy for me.
Okay.
So I'll just go ahead and throw it out first. I'm releasing Nia Jax.
Okay.
The things we talked about, the presence, all that, yeah, she has it, but I just never felt like she was one of those people who hit a point and just stopped getting better.
Yeah, the
I guess
wasn't
the best way I can describe it. She figured out, these are the things I can do, these are the things I need to do, which when you're the giant, or so, like, really, there are only so many things that you can do with opponents that are so much smaller than you that makes sense.
And they put her with a lot of opponents that were really smaller than her.
And there wasn't a choice a lot of times.
Touche.
But it was one of those things that she got there and was like, this is my role. This is all I need. Don't need anything beyond this. That's all there is. So after you see a couple months worth of Nia Jax matches, you've seen them all. Like, what do you need after that?
Yeah.
You can only see her ragdoll somebody so many times. I mean, she put Lana through a table, 42 weeks in a row or something?
Something like that, yeah. There was a midpoint in there where I was really enjoying that, and then it hit the fence. It really went jump
that
shark.
repetitive thing to me is like sums up Nia Jax's run. You're just seeing the same thing over and over and over and over and over, and I just don't like. She could be one of those people that they probably, I'm sure they did specifically tell her, just do these things.
Yeah.
This is all we need from you. But it feels like to me that she was one of those people that said that and was like, hey, that's all I need. You look at like the Big Show. All he needed to do were these few things, but you saw him at various times.
Try and try.
I want to do this, and I'm going to do that, and here I come. I'm going to do a Cobra Clutch and throw you like that.
Do a top rope bulldog one day.
Yeah, like all these other guys, these bigger performers that really, in their role, all they need is this. They expanded, and The Undertaker.
Yeah.
I mean, just somewhere in the midst of his career, he becomes a submission expert.
Yeah, right.
Did he need that? No.
Greatest striker in WWE history.
He didn't need that at all. I mean, he's The Undertaker. You just go out and grab people by the throat, walk the rope, good to go. But no, he wanted more. He expanded, had great matches because of it, and I just don't see Nia Jax being that kind of performer. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know Nia Jax, but that's my perception, and she could
Perception is reality.
She could go somewhere else and continue her career and prove me completely wrong. But right now, if I had to make that choice, I'm releasing Nia Jax. I think we've seen all there is to see from her. And moving on from that, you've got two left. So Push and Barry, I'm going to...
It's tough, too, because they're both amazing performers in their own right.
I'm going to push Toni Storm.
Okay.
because I think she's ultra talented.
Yeah.
And I'm a big viewer of NXT UK, and some of the stuff she did over there was like far beyond anything we got to see when she came to the US.
Not transfer that over, and I don't understand why. I don't know. I think, and not to get too sidetracked on it, but it's because WWE doesn't hire wrestling writers, and I guarantee NXT and NXT UK does. So that's the biggest point in that. But yeah, they could not transfer what made her such a hot commodity over to an audience that was ready for her.
It's weird because Rhea Ripley translated great from NXT UK over to NXT.
Right.
And I don't know why Toni Storm couldn't have been the same, but she wasn't. I mean, she did some stuff in NXT, and then goes up to the main roster, and she's just kind of somewhere in there. Where there did she have like a pie thrown in her face or something?
Yeah, and then wasn't Charlotte Flair was the last. What was the last, program she was in before she got released? Or did she leave? I can't remember if she
left. I think
she left. Quit. She just didn't quit. She just quit. Yeah, I think so.
So I think she's one of those that she can do just about anything, and I think somebody is going to get Toni Storm eventually and do great things with her, because I think she's can be a main event type performer if you really get behind her. And you gave the reasons already on Tegan Knox. I would want her around.
Yeah.
But at the same time, can you trust her to be there in a big match scenario? I mean, she's torn her ACL twice,
right?
At least twice.
Yeah. She got the braces on both knees.
And both times before it happened, she was trending upward and was getting to that point, and then boom. And again, it's not your fault. Like, you can't control injuries happen. You can't control that, but when it keeps happening over and over, the trust level in you is just, it's going to be like, look back at like Ken Anderson. Like that.
Yeah.
He had everything. He had everything. He was right there. Injury prone. And injury prone means we can't trust you.
Exactly.
We're not going to put the ball in your hand because you might not be there when it counts.
Yep.
And I think Tegan Knox, she's in that spot right now where she can go off. She can prove everybody wrong and have a great run. But as of right now, this second, if I had to make that pick, I'm taking Toni Storm over Tegan Knox. But I want Tegan Knox around.
On your watch. She's a girl you want on your roster.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I believe in that. Oh, man, this is tough. Because, I might upset some people with this, too.
Oh.
Because I'm going to push Nia Jax.
Pilot show, and you're trying to upset people.
I know, right? I know. I'm pushing Nia Jax because I think with the proper... If her attitude was right, and so this is all, so much, thinking without knowing the person, and I don't know if her attitude was right or not for professional wrestling. I don't know. So if it is, and she is one of those people that's actually moldable and can be taught, I think the sky's the limit with her when it comes to her ability to be I can't remember who said so. Oh, it was Brock. It was Brock Lesnar who said someone needs to learn how to get over and just get over. And that's what I think Nia Jax brings, is the idea of just looking at her. This is someone that you believe in. This is someone that you look in and you're like, this is a legit competitor of what I'm watching right now. And she's not a bad looking lady too. That's the other thing too. She had that big girl presence. And that carry the weight, that carry the actual, the body type that she had, she carried it all so well. And nothing ever seemed out of place with her. I think some of maybe the wardrobe choices weren't the best, but that's on, maybe that's her. Maybe that's her ideas on that. Whoever knows. But I think if you put her in the right scenarios, that's a champion. That's when you look at a ring and she's holding that belt up. I believe it. And that's kind of the visual that I think sometimes professional wrestling gets lost, and I think you get that with Nia Jax. That's why I push her.
It's hard to find somebody more believable than Nia Jax. When you see her clothesline Alexa Bliss or something, I feel that, I buy that, I understand. But yeah, I mean, the believability it's absolutely there.
I'm going to bury Toni Storm because I want her around. And I think I get what WWE kind of thought about Toni Storm, was that she was going to be an excellent hand. And that's not a slight on Toni Storm.
She's gonna be Dolph Ziggler.
She's gonna be Dolph. Yes. Freaking exactly. She's gonna be Dolph Ziggler. Maybe give her a title run at some other point in time. You know what I mean? But she's never going to be your main person, but she's going to be an important person. But she bet on herself. Mm-hmm. And if that's the case, I think, yeah, like you said, she actually, didn't resign. She just went ahead and quit.
Apparently making quite a bit of money right now this week too.
Oh yeah, I saw that release.
Well.
Yeah, only fans can know what she's doing right now. But yeah, she is somebody who, again, I think maybe like Linda Matunda can do her own thing and maybe make her own way and then come back to wrestling. And make wrestling a secondary home after she's already made whatever way she's done in other things. I mean, she's very attractive, she's very talented. So
I believe, I'm not wrong, Toni Storm's pretty young too, like 20, 24, 25 years old. So, I mean, obviously all kinds of time for her to do pretty much anything she wants to do. So.
And we're both releasing Tegan Knox.
I buried Tegan Knox.
Oh, you buried Tegan Knox. Oh, I'm releasing. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm
Tegan Knox, if you're watching, I did.
You didn't bury it. Hopefully you're watching. That'd be awesome. Yeah, your knees. I'm sorry. Like I want to protect people so much in this industry from themselves, because in every athletic competition, that's what you really have to do for people more than anything, is protect them from themselves, because every athlete thinks that they can do it forever.
All right.
They just do. That's a part of their DNA, and it's a part of the DNA you have to have as a professional athlete.
So that's Terry Funk.
Yeah, do it forever. But Tegan, you wear both knee braces down to the ring, and every time you take any type of leg bump, I cringe. I never want to see that if I'm holding my own wrestling show. I do not want to be put in that position. So Tegan Knox, I am sorry. You will have to go find some other job, some other place, and I guarantee you can. But I'm releasing you and your bad knees.
She has to go enjoy some future endeavors.
Yeah, some future endeavors. Creative have nothing for you. We are going down budget cuts, and
the budget cuts.
I'm sorry, pal. We're making money hand over fist, but we can't give it to you, pal.
Can't handle your developmental contract. Sorry.
Well, this has been a developmental episode of the MPX Hot Seat, and I think we're having some fun. This was actually a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. A little bit.
It is. I think we had a good run here today.
Yeah, I felt fine. I hope you guys out there have felt fine with what we're doing. I'm Charles Murphy. It's Tyler Foster. He will be with you every Saturday night at MPX as the color commentator, along with Cody Cox and sometimes Richard Hill. I am Charles Murphy.
He'll still pop in here and there.
Yeah, he'll pop
He's got some stuff to say.
I'm Charles Murphy. I'm from Captivating Inc. and from Captivation Magazine Online, which you'll be able to catch this show on the YouTube page. You'll be also to catch this show on the MPX network, because you're there right now and you're paying the good money to listen and watch us.
Or you can watch Destiny too. It'll be out this Friday.
Destiny will be out this Friday.
Miss it. See Tatum Manning become MPX champion for the first time.
I think you can see about 4 to 5 years worth of MPX shows on the network. I think from about 2019 or 18 or something. 2018. So you can go back and catch up on a lot of the history, a lot of the recent history, and you can actually go back and watch the rise of Tatum Manning. If you can. Before we end, I think we've commissioned something else that Richard Hill needs to do something. We need to have our own DVDs for MPX, where we take some of these footage and put them all together. And maybe the rise of Tatum Manning is the next DVD is the first DVD in the MPX library.
Or we could wait another month or so and go rise and fall of Tatum Manning after he loses the MPX.
Well, I like the Ultimate Warrior. All right, I'm Charles Murphy. That's Tyler Foster. We will see you next week on the MPX Hot Seat.